How long does alcohol detoxification last? Alcohol detox for most people is actually shorter than expected. It's 2 to 3 days, which is quite nice. Other drugs of choice like opioids take much longer. But the initial hard stages are 2 to 3 days for most people. Sometimes it can take up to a week. That is followed up by something called post-acute withdrawal syndrome though, and this is something that can last up to 12 months, where a person has had, it's a result of the body's ability to trying to balance out the neurotransmission. So during a person's abuse of alcohol, the neurotransmitters are skewed, and their body becomes dependent on the neurotransmitters that are created because of the alcohol use. Once the alcohol has been stopped, there's an imbalance in neurotransmission, and it's felt as a very uncomfortable situation. For the first 3 days during detox is when it's at its worst, but over the next 12 months or so, this is called post-acute withdrawal, and this is where it takes time for these neurotransmitters and for this balance to occur. Homeostasis is the proper medical term for this. So for the balance to be achieved, it takes up to 12 months in alcohol for a person to start feeling back to their normal selves. During post-acute withdrawal, there can be unexplained irritability, anger, outbursts. They're just not quite themselves. But the good news is this slowly gets better with time. It becomes less severe and less frequent over time. And if a person gets through the first year, it becomes much easier to have an enduring long-term recovery. So to summarize that one again, how long does alcohol detox take? It's typically 2 to 3 days for most people, up to a week for really heavy, frequent drinkers. But this is followed up by post-acute withdrawal, which is not as severe. It's more mild, but there can be some agitation, periodic anxiety that's unexplained, and this is a result of the brain trying to normalize the neurotransmission. And the good news about post-acute withdrawal is that it does get better slowly with time. It becomes less intense and becomes less frequent.